Don't count your problems, count your blessings. This is street wisdom. Truth over noise.
Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We dropping jewels in these hard life sessions. Truth in your ear, hope for your pain. Street wisdom kids running through the vein. Real talk only, we don't do guessing. Lessons from the block to your spirit confessing. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. Every scar's proof that you still progressing. From the stoop to the studio, mic to the pavement. Wisdom in the raw, no filter, no fake hits. Brooklyn to the Bronx where the soul still speaks. We preach to the pain and uplift the weak. You lost a few battles, that's part of the climb. But diamonds get formed in the pressure of time. We ain't here to flex, we here to reflect. Put faith in the field where the world show neglect. Truth in the cipher, hope in the loop. God in the bars and the word in the booth. Turn trials to tapes and the hurt to a hymn. Every loss got a light when you look from within. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We in the trenches, but we still confessing. Faith in the fight and hope in the lesson. Street wisdom podcast, this the true direction.
What's up with it? Thank you for joining me. I am your favorite host from the West Coast. I am Church Music, and it's going all the way down. Street wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. But I'm moving and motivated. I'm talking nothing but wisdom that comes from God. Let's keep it a buck 100. Today's men, some real men and high level men, high value men. Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? We're fumbling women harder than ever, brother. And hold up, swole up. And before you blame the feminism or gold diggers, let's keep it all the way real talk. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Most dudes aren't even in the game. Imposters and not mobsters. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know why? They're too busy being soft and scared and straight up delusional and just can't be 100 with themselves. So on this platform today, on Street Wisdom, we're going to be breaking down the 3 fatal flaws. Killing modern masculinity and how to resurrect it. Resurrected, dunamis power, Krutos power, resurrection power that resurrected Christ from the dead. And how can we resurrect it? Okay? Gentlemen and men of wisdom, this is not an attack. This is an intervention, so pay attention. And I want you to think about this, so let's just keep it all the way real. Fatal flaw number 1, the Peter Pan syndrome. Say it with me real slow. The Peter Pan syndrome. The crisis. You know, we have, I go out, right, sometimes, and I see grown men that don't act their age. You know what I'm talking about? We have 40 to 50-year-old men acting like teenagers. Grown men who hustle on Twitch instead of building real skills in life. Real skills to pay the bills. Real skills that create longevity. Okay? Brothers want a trade wife, but can't even boil eggs. And let's think about this, and let's be honest with ourselves, and let's just pay attention to wisdom. We know, as well as I know, that women don't hate men, they hate overgrown boys who bring nothing to the table but potential. Okay? I interviewed a woman one time on Street Wisdom, Talk to Me and I Talk Back. And she had told me she had dumped her boyfriend because he played a PlayStation game, a Call of Duty, you know what I'm talking about, approximately about 6 hours a day while she worked 2 jobs. And she said, you know, church music, his defense was, you know, she knew I was a gamer at the time that she met me. Nah, Playboy, she thought she had a real man and she thought you had grown up, okay? Not, let's look at this, she knew that I was a gamer when she met me. That's not the case, okay? She didn't know that. She knew that you liked to play games. But at the same time, as she chose you as a mate, she thought you had grown up, okay? And I always remember this, Playboy. Passion is not a personality. Let me break this down for you real slow. Passion is not a personality. If your biggest flex is I'm a funny man on Discord, you're not a man, you're a meme. You got that, pimpin'? Allegedly. For real. Flaw 2, the fake alpha epidemic. The fake alpha epidemic. Okay? We know that social media created a generation of performance alphas. You know, everybody get behind a camera, a phone, and talk real strong. They from the beginning to the end, they the real alpha, the omega, the first and the last. Guys and fake players, you know what I'm talking about, who pose as dominant but crumble under real pressure in real life, in real circumstances in real life, in real challenges in real life. They rant about the body count, how many women they slayed and put on their back, you know what I'm talking about, but can't approach a woman in person in no way, shape, or form. Flex renting cars but live with roommates at 35 and 40. They flex rented cars but live with their roommates at 35 and 45 years old and can't even approach a woman in person to say, lovely, how are you? What's your name? It's a pleasure to meet me. None of that. You know what I'm talking about? Or saying, what's up with it, baby? You so fresh with it. I love the way you smell. Would that be Bamboo Harmony by Killian? Because it smells so sweet and you smell so right. They can't do nothing. But they'll flex punk-ass rental cars and live with their roommates. You know what I'm talking about? Foolishness. So in reality, study shows that women spot insecurity faster than men, and we know that. The alpha act, she sees through it before you finish your cringy, fake-ass pickup lines, okay? Women spot insecurity faster than men. My mother has always told me that. So let's pay attention and use wisdom in all things. And always remember, player, for those that are listening under the sound of my voice, real confidence is silent. Build actual discipline. Wake up early, lift your weights, have your oatmeal, master a skill. Women sniff out frauds and fakes like bloodhounds, okay? They know a perpetrator and a fake duplicator, and it's just really what it is. You know what I'm talking about? They know that. Real confidence is silent. Never get it twisted. Right here on Street Wisdom, talk to me and I talk back. And I love that I have to share these points in this direction. I have to keep my brothers protected. We're being neglected all across the world because of what we don't do or what we don't have. And I can't have it go down like that. But I will provide wisdom and knowledge. Fatal flaw number 3, the emotional literacy trap. the emotional literacy trap. You know, men today, we swing between two extremes. You know what I'm talking about? Either we constipated emotionally or we emotionally constipated, one or the other. You know what I'm talking about? Because for me, as church music, your favorite host from the West Coast, I don't do feelings, okay? Or trauma dumping. You know what I'm talking about? I'm too fresh for that, okay? Let me just keep it all the way real. You know what I mean? I remember I cried for 3 hours on the first date. You know what I'm talking about? Women want emotional intelligence. Not a robot or a therapy patient. It's just what it is. I know them for real. Inside and out and outside and in. Okay? Either you're constipated emotionally or you're emotionally constipated. And for those that are listening, church music, I manage my emotions and I don't do feelings. You got that? And I'm just keeping it all the way real. Women are creatures. They foundation of wisdom, and they seek for not destruction of emotions, but they focus on emotional intelligence. You know what I'm talking about? And the real life case, and what I'm saying is that a listener told me at one time that his girlfriend left because he never opened up. He wasn't a vulnerable man. He wasn't expressive and never shared his feelings. So what did he do? He spent their next date sobbing and explaining overcorrection about his ex. Another failure. You get with your woman to sob and complain and cry about your ex, but at the same time, she left you because she didn't feel a human connection or a physical connection. Because you never was expressive to the woman of God. And she just felt that it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm talking about? It just didn't make sense. Okay? Vulnerability, weakness, oversharing, intimacy. Pay attention and learn the difference. Okay? Vulnerability, number 1. Weakness, number 2. Oversharing, number 3. Intimacy, number 4. My brother that's listening to church music, I want you to learn the difference. Okay? And I got to keep it all the way real. And ladies, again, if I missed anything, please call me, share with me, and discuss with me if I missed anything. Okay? And if I made you slightly uncomfortable, for those that are listening, pay attention. If I made you slightly uncomfortable, that's good. Change starts there, okay? And it's just what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I am your favorite host from the West Coast. I am church music, street wisdom. Talk to me and I talk back. The basement of God, live recording. Stay real, stay flex, stay protected, stay blessed, and stay away from this mess. Pay attention and use wisdom in all things, and thank you for listening. I am church music.